Today we're going to talk about why high-value men ignore women. This has been a problem in the dating world for years, and it is a complex issue. Have you ever wondered why some men seem to get all the attention from women, while others are seemingly left behind? The answer is not money or looks as many people think. There are plenty of good-looking guys out there who can't get a date, and plenty of wealthy guys who get used by women for their money, like suckers. So what is the real secret? The answer is simple: high-value men know how to ignore women. This isn't a matter of being rude or deliberately ignoring someone, it's more like having a selective hearing. They don't focus on things they don't want and instead pay attention to the things that interest them most. High-value men also understand that their time and energy are valuable resources. They don't waste either on things that aren't important or won't benefit them in some way. They understand that if they want something, they have to actively pursue it, so they never just sit back and let opportunities pass them by. But how do high-value men act when it comes to interacting with women? You're about to discover the top 10 reasons why high-value men ignore women. Number 1. They don't have time for games. High-value men probably don't have the time, or simply the desire, to play games when it comes to approaching and interacting with potential romantic partners. High-value men often have a busy lifestyle with hectic schedules and plenty of responsibilities that take up their time and attention. As such, they often prefer straightforward interactions when it comes to getting to know someone. Not only does this save time, but it also makes them feel as though their energy is being spent in a productive manner, which contributes towards building meaningful connections. High-value men prioritize efficiency. There's simply no time for games. Number 2. They are not desperate. High-value men understand that they have something desirable to offer, and they don't need desperate validation from a woman in order to prove themselves. They are secure in their own skin and are content with who they are. High-value men carry an air of confidence that comes from their self-assurance, so giving attention or recognition for approval isn't something these men habitually dole out. High-value men prefer to be selective when it comes to how much attention and respect they give, understanding the importance of withholding such things if it isn't deserved. High-value men aren't afraid or ego-driven enough to chase after anyone's stamp of approval. Rather than being desperate for women's approval, these men embrace the freedom that comes from valuing themselves first. Number 3. They are building their own lives. High-value men understand the importance of taking control of their lives and establishing something unique and special that they can call their own. They are focused and determined to create an independent life without any distractions or obligations to anyone. As such, they don't pay attention and ignore women who try to get too close too quickly, as this could potentially ruin the plans that have already been made for them. High-value men understand the importance of prioritizing themselves and putting goals and ambitions first rather than allowing a romantic relationship to take over one's life. Though it may come off as cruel or disrespectful in some situations, it is all a part of being a high-value man, knowing exactly what you want out of life, no matter how much hate or judgment you might receive along the way. Number 4. They are very selective. High-value men are often seen to be very selective when it comes to choosing potential partners. This can be disheartening for the women on the other side, who might not understand why their advances are being ignored. However, men like this often have specific criteria in mind that they consider essential for a perfect partnership. High-value men will look for more than physical attractiveness. Instead, they may be searching for someone with similar interests, innovative ideas, and compatible values. Ultimately, these well-respected gentlemen desire a mental connection that is mutually beneficial and seeks out someone who can both challenge and motivate them. By finding such women, high-value men can ultimately create personal relationships full of passion and prosperity. Number 5. They know how women work. High-value men have figured out how women work, allowing them to be successful in their interactions. They understand that ignoring women can often be a powerful way to make them curious and therefore more interested. High-value men know that if they ignore certain women, those women may push for their attention and give it the longer-lasting and desired effect. There are various approaches for high-value men when it comes to this technique, like not being available when she calls or not texting her back right away. Either way, the man will catch her attention by maintaining his independence, as well as gaining her respect by showing he is not desperate. High-value men also understand the power of silence, that it is enough to draw someone in. With this understanding, they will resist jumping into the discussion unless there is something meaningful and valuable they are willing to contribute. Number 6. They wait for the perfect moment. High-value men understand that timing is everything. They know that, despite their best efforts, certain situations are not intended for them. As such, high-value men will often wait for the perfect moment before getting involved or taking action. High-value men prefer to invest their time and resources in opportunities that will produce fruitful returns. A high-value man might wait until his target has less competition before making a move, or perhaps wait to see if an issue is of importance to him before speaking up and offering a solution. High-value men don't rush into something simply because they're comfortable in the situation. They recognize when it's time to take a step back and reflect on the big picture before committing themselves to any situation. Number 7. Too many fake women. High-value men are increasingly distancing themselves and filtering out unauthentic women. There is an overload of fake women who often come off as desperate or driven by vanity, making it difficult for genuine people to stand out. High-value men often have higher standards and don't want to deal with all the drama that comes with someone that's being deceitful or insincere. It's not always easy to detect a fake person, but they do know what they're looking for and can spot traits such as manipulation, dishonesty, and selfishness from a mile away. High-value men prefer real conversations, sincere laughter, transparency, and authentic relationships, qualities that too many fake women lack. Number 8. They don't entertain silly arguments and fights. High-value men are those who know their worth and are successful in life, both financially and emotionally. They don't get pulled into silly arguments or fights. High-value men know that time is valuable and they have better things to do with it than to argue over pointless things. High-value men also understand that working out differences through communication is more productive than fighting or bickering. High-value men strive for harmony rather than conflict, which is why they usually take the higher ground by not entertaining silly arguments and fights with women. As a result, they will walk away from an argument sooner rather than later if they sense it is going nowhere and the situation doesn't warrant further discussion. High-value men are respected for this behavior as it shows maturity, strength of character, and a no-nonsense attitude toward resolving disagreements. Number 9. They're straightforward. High-value men are direct and straightforward in their approaches to women and place a high value on respect. They know what they want, and if a woman's behavior doesn't align with that, they won't hesitate to move on. A high-value man will not waste his time playing games. He values his own time too much. If a woman comes across as unappreciative, disingenuous, or dishonest in any way, he will simply ignore or ghost her until she realizes she must be showing her best self when around him. High-value men understand the importance of being enabled to recognize red flags early on and feel no need to waste time pandering. High-value men offer no compromises and expect the utmost respect from the people around them. Number 10. They are not afraid to be alone. High-value men have an abundance mentality, which means they are not afraid to be alone. They may even take the initiative and choose to be single, as it allows them to pursue interests outside of relationships without sacrificing anything. High-value men don't embrace the idea of needing a woman in order to have a purpose in life, nor do they feel that they need constant companionship in order to live a full and happy life. High-value men will ignore women if it doesn't suit their lifestyle or if there's nothing that can be gained from the interaction. High-value men are confident and strong-willed. Their independence is often seen as attractive by many different types of women, giving them an advantage when dating or starting relationships. They know what they want out of life and can make decisions around finding healthy partnerships free from desperation or social pressure. If you want to be a high-value man that women are naturally drawn to, make sure you possess the 10 qualities listed in this video. By exhibiting these qualities, you set yourself apart from other men and send the signal that you are confident, successful, and stable. Women find these qualities irresistible, so make sure you start working on developing them if you want to up your dating game. To learn more about what high-value men do around women, check out our recommended video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video.